Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roy Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. I don't even need to tell you how smart superhero fans are. You guys already know that, well, despite dropping a couple $100 on pieces of paper, we're pretty damn smart. So it comes as no surprise that fans of one of the biggest superheroes out there, Superman, can really put their brains together and come up with some incredible, crazy, and insightful fan theories. So let's take a look at the top 10 Superman fan theories. In the number 10 spot, we have Superman has only one power. We all know that Supes can fly, he has superhuman strength, he's got those smoldering eyes, and enhance just about everything. But there's a theory floating around that the reason he can do all of this is because he has the one power that allows his huge variety of powers to be possible, and that would be telekinesis. This would also explain why he has a weakness to red sun radiation, in that the radiation weakens his mind and weakens his ability. Coming in at number 9 is Lex Luther invented the cell phone. I had to include this one because it's so petty and hilarious. There is a theory that Lex Luther invented the cell phone for the sole purpose of eliminating telephone booths. And why would he want to do that? So that there would be fewer phone booths for Clark Kent to change in. Trolling real hard there. Whoever invented this theory neglected the fact that Lex doesn't even believe that Supes has a secret identity, or that he could probably just change in a washroom stall or a car or something. I mean, us normal people do it all the time. Next up at number 8, we got Lois Lane is a telepathic metahuman. Perhaps all this time we've assumed Lois is a simple human when she has powers of her own. A lot of this evidence stems from the film Batman vs Superman, which is actually where a lot of fan theories come from. How exactly did Superman know his leading lady was being thrown off LexCorp's tower? How did he know that she needed help in the desert? One explanation fans have thrown around is that she is telepathic and able to communicate with her mind to Superman. It's a really convenient power to have when you're always being made the damsel in distress. In the number 7 spot is the real Superman was replaced by sand. This theory states that the real Superman died back in 1988 and since then has been replaced by the sand Superman, who formed when kryptonite exploded and irradiated nearby sand. This would explain why he wasn't killed by Blaze's magic axe, or why his weakness to kryptonite seemed muted after the appearance of the sand creature. However, the writers did refute the theory, but that doesn't stop some people from poking around. Coming in at number 6, we have Superman killed a whole family. Yes, Superman is the good guy in the film Man of Steel, but perhaps not as clean as we believe him to be. In the controversial end scene of the movie, Superman is forced to snap General Zod's neck as he aims his heat vision at a family. However, there is a theory that when he twisted Zod's neck, the heat vision turned onto the family anyway, obliterating them. The explanation behind this is the horrified scream Supes lets out right after. Most likely because he just killed the second last member of his species, but think about it, did we see the family safe after that? Next up at number 5, Superman is friends with a time-traveling Lex. In the series of All-Star Superman, a new character is introduced. This is Leo Quintum, a scientific genius that seems a little familiar. And that may be because, according to theorists, he is actually a time-traveling Lex Luther. There is evidence to support this, such as someone thinking Lex is talking to himself when he's actually conversing with Quintum, and Quintum hinting that he's trying to escape the past, among other small tidbits that could support this theory. Up next at number 4, Superman is based on Jesus. It's not a bird, it's not a plane, it very well could be Jesus. Just picture this, a father from above sends his son down to Earth, where his son struggles to assimilate to his new home and soon becomes a savior of the people through strength and sacrifice. Who are we really talking about here? Another piece of supporting evidence is the similarities between the names Lucifer and Lex Luthor. Coincidence or hitting the nail on the head? In the number 3 spot, we have Disney paid for Batman vs Superman's poor reviews. Upon its release, Batman vs Superman got thrown every insult in the book.
Hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
But yet fans of the movie got suspicious of the wholly negative reviews, and they decided that a conspiracy was at work here. Namely, that Disney was paying off critics to post bad ratings. What this theory is missing, however, is any shred of evidence, including a motive for Disney to do such a thing. Coming in at number 2 is George Reeves' death. The first man to play Superman on screen was George Reeves in 1952's Adventures of Superman series. Reeves died in 1959 of an alleged suicide shot, but not everyone is satisfied with the coroner's decision. The gun was conveniently too oily to hold fingerprints. The gun was owned by film producer Eddie Mannix, whose wife Toni had an affair with Reeves. Toni was racked with guilt and apparently confessed to responsibility for the death in church confessional. So was it really a suicide or an elaborate murder scheme from a love triangle? And finally, in the number 1 spot, we've got the Superman curse. As started with George Reeves, soon there seemed to be a plight of misfortune that fell upon actors who portrayed Superman, leading people to theorize that the role was cursed. Other examples include Chris Reeve, who was paralyzed in a cross-country riding accident, Lee Quigley, who played baby Superman and later died of solvent abuse, and Kirk Allen, who failed to find much work after 2 failed Superman serials in the 40s. However, other actors, like Henry Cavill and Dean Cain, remain untouched, for now, and we hope they continue to stay that way. So those were the top 10 Superman fan theories. Let me know in the comment section down below which one of these is the craziest. My name is Royo Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.